Okay. All righty. I think we are ready. So I'm excited to be with you here again, Allan, tonight. We're going to be working on ChatGPT and working on how to turn this into using it for articles. So this is really exciting. I know the agents have been using this like crazy for listings and for just about everything. And so this is a great opportunity to work with you on this. So I'll turn this over to you, Allan.
Yeah, guys, good to see you guys. Allan McNabb, expertrealtymarketing.com is our real estate marketing website. And also imagebuildingmedia.com is our main website. Nadia, I sent you my notes for the meeting.
Okay.
And if you want to share those, and those are some secrets. Those are some secrets right there. So I'm going to share with you some secrets on how to do some of this stuff. So first of all, I'm going to share my screen here. So first of all, as I explained last week, I suggest using AIPRM. AIPRM. It is a free extension, and it basically helps you write AI prompts. Prompts are what you put in to get out the information you want. And so garbage in, garbage out. So learning to write the prompts is key to success. And so my cheat sheet has got some of the latest prompts I've been using and having some good success with. The second thing is, and AIPRM will help you learn how to do that. And the free version is great. And I also suggested last time you can upgrade to ChatGPT 4 for $20 a month, and it is the best $20 you will ever spend. And so I highly recommend everyone to do that. It'll save you tons of time. You'll do a whole lot better with your work production and what you're producing and everything else. So if you're going to spend your time doing AI, you might as well spend the $20 and get a lot better result. So I suggest that. So Nadia, let's jump straight in. And first of all, let me talk about workflow for just a second, then we'll go in and do some prompts. So the first thing I do with my workflow is I use ChatGPT in some fashion to produce something. Sometimes I'll use Bard. Over in imagebuildingmedia.com education portal, I've got like 3-4 articles on AI. And if you're not really familiar with this stuff, go there. I take you all through it in more detail than we can cover in the few minutes we have here. Second of all, I use Bard to fact check. And I've tried to trick it, and it's been right on every time. Thirdly, I use Grammarly to check for plagiarism, because especially if it's an SEO article, if there's a high degree of plagiarism, then you're not doing any good, right? It's not going to work. So those are my 3 tools for a short article, which would be up to like 1,000 words, which ChatGPT is really good at doing that, right? And Bard, sometimes I will use to get lists, because Bard functions and works off of Google search results. So especially if I want to know something relating, like the top something or another, or a list for SEO, I'll use Bard for that. Okay. So that's basically it. Create it with ChatGPT, sometimes Bard, fact checked it with the one I don't use, and then Grammarly. Okay. So we'll cover all of that. All right. So first of all, Nadia, I need a topic from you or someone in the audience of what our first article is going to be about. What's it going to be about?
Can we do it really broad and say, how about real estate in 2023? Because I know that's a big one right now, figuring out what is going on.
Okay, so again, that this is really critical because once again, and on some of the things I show a little bit later, right? Because the real estate agent is the professional, right? ChatGPT is not the professional, right? So now, as the professional, let's give it a really targeted title.
Okay.
And let's say, what do we say? What would that be? Very targeted.
Very targeted. How about
And we can
well,
do the 20,
go ahead.
we can do the 2023, we can do the real estate, we could say Tampa Bay, and what do we call this? It's like what are we wanting it? What are we wanting it to tell us about 2023 real estate?
Okay. 2023 real estate projections for, say, we could even go really targeted for multifamily properties. That should dial it in, right?
I'm going to give it Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And when you do this, you guys probably already know you might have to play around with it just a little bit. So what I do, if I can give it a good title, right? So that I've got a really good title. And even if I change that title later, because for SEO it might be a little too long, but I want to give it a good title to really sink its teeth into, right? So the title of this one, 2023 Real Estate Projections for Multifamily Properties in Tampa Bay. Okay, let's just give that a shot. We might want to get even a narrow it down a little bit more, but let's just see what it does here. All right, so I'm in AI PRM. I'm going to put that in. I'm going to correct my spelling here because that would be really important. So here's my prompt. Write an article with a minimum 2,000 words. You guys can see there on my cheat sheet, the notes right there. I'm working the second one down. I just changed the title. That's all I did.
Okay.
Write an article that is a minimum of 2,000 words. Now I put that in there. ChatGPT was going to write about 1,009 something to 1,000, but I put 2,000 to really push it, right? Because I don't want it to wimp out at 600 or 800 words, but not more than 4,000. ChatGPT doesn't even go that high. Use the outline. Oops. I'm going to remove this for right now. The article title is, I gave it the title. Write the article in third person and formal tone. So third person is telling it the perspective, and the formal tone is like, I want it to be like an article you would get in like Wikipedia or Realtor.com or Zillow, formal paper or something. It's not somebody going, hey, what's happening, man? Don't y'all have da. But it's a really good professional article. And I said, do not include more than 2 bullet lists. It does not always obey that. Let's just click it and see what happens. And so it's going to go through its stuff right here. And let's just sort of see what it's going to come out to. All right, very good. So we've got our heading. H2 tag there, which what we would, here's our second one. Cool, very good. Probably want to take out the Roman numerals. That's fine. And it's going to give us a nice little list. It's the beginning of it is categorized, it's bolded, it's got a colon. this is working out really well.
Nice.
So yeah, so this would probably be an article, say maybe within 10 or 15 minutes, put your professional spin on, you're ready to put it in your website. Once it's in your website, I go have Flicky make a video based on that page. Then I come back and put the video in the article on the website. And look at this. This is an awesome article, man. This is an awesome article.
Oh, I'm glad we wrote this.
All right. So, yeah. Hey, man. Right. Wow. This thing is really. Now, if you don't have ChatGPT 4, you're not going to get anything like this. Right. So, again, that $20 is the best $20 you'll ever spend, because that's not even just cutting down one coffee a day for a month. I mean, so this is downright amazing. If you don't have ChatGPT 4, you're not getting anything like this. Just forget it. You're just not. We're still going. Now we got a conclusion, right? Yeah. All right. So that is a great article, right? Now, if I won't spend a lot of time on fact checking. Of course, I would take this into Word, and in Word, I would use Grammarly to help make it to be worded better, so it does not sound like AI, right? Yeah. And again, you can get professional Grammarly for, I don't know, do you remember, Beth, professional Grammarly? It's a few bucks a month. I don't know if you guys have the pro version of Grammarly. Yeah, if you don't, it is like,
well, do you? I think it's
you
about
got it?
A year.
Pro version?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. It's like $10 a month, guys. Come on, So ChatGPT 4, Pro Grammarly, and Grammarly is going to take this and it's going to make a bunch of suggestions. And my workflow is, I don't have time to go through everything tonight. My workflow is I copy paste into Grammarly. I go through Grammarly and I take almost everything it suggests, unless it's messing up on something, right? Just everything it suggests, because it's going to make it more readable. It's going to make it more human. And by the way, Grammarly uses AI to do that. Okay. So, and I will use, if you want to fact check it, right? So what I do is I fact check every section one at a time. And if this is great, man, if this is written by one of our team people, we'll fact check it in ChatGPT and in Bard. But I'm just going to copy this right here. I'm going to show you how I fact check here. I just say true or false, colon, Control Enter, which drops me down one line, and I paste in that section. Then I click Enter. It's going to think for just a moment. And it says it's true. Then it's going to give me an explanation. It looks like it might still be working. Usually gives me an explanation of why it's true, and I move on. I've tested this, and I go through and I'll change like a word in the section to make it false, but it catches it. It'll say false and then explains what's false. Okay, so you can fact check really easily. Okay, so Grammarly, so I put it in Word. I'll run Grammarly. I'll maybe change, like take away the Roman numerals, maybe change my headings a little bit. Telling you all my secrets. Then I have Word read it to me. And I do it I speed it up a little bit to where it is about, I think it's 500 words a minute, which is almost double speed of human speaking. So I have it read it. I'll maybe catch a few things. I'll tweak those few little things. Then I'll paste it into Grammarly. Does everybody know how to do that?
Yes.
paste it into Grammarly. I'll just open Grammarly real fast. New document. And then you paste your text right here. And then down at the very bottom right is a plagiarism checker. So, and if I've got really common phrases that everyone in the industry uses, I don't worry about it. Quite honestly, using AI, I've never had a plagiarism problem. But I want to check it, right? Because if I've got plagiarism issues for SEO, I've wasted my time and it takes 60 seconds to check. So if it's for SEO, I check it. Okay. So that's sort of everything in a nutshell. Now, before we do another prompt, Nadia, do we have any questions? Any questions?
No, I see that Malik wrote it's $12 a month for the Grammarly. And yeah, I really like using Grammarly for definitely for plagiarism, make sure that nothing's taken. So the reason why you would do that is for SEO, because if it's copied somebody else, it won't help your website. Is that right?
Right. Yeah. The other website will get the credit. You're not going to get the credit, right? So you don't want any plagiarism. Again, if it's common phrases that everybody in the industry uses, don't worry about it. And the other thing, once you do this for a while, you can see what's AI and what's not. And already there's AI checkers out there where if you've used AI, they're like saying, okay, we don't want this. We're not going to show this, So by using Grammarly, it puts the human spin, although Grammarly is using AI, but it puts the human back into it and it like takes the AI out of it. So it's well worth it a million times. I mean, you can do an article like this, AI SEO quality, in like 30 minutes or less. You might even do the video with it in 30 minutes, right? Using Flicky.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Any questions or thoughts, Nadia, from you or anybody else?
No, this is good. Malik, Carl, Imran?
Yeah, I had a question. You're saying to be able to use like the prompts and the information it's giving us onto Flicky. How would you do that? Do you just copy the entirety of the text and plug it into Flicky's idea side, or where would you put it? When you're looking at Flicky.
Yeah, good question. It depends on what I'm doing. So Flicky has, I think it's like 50 scenes, and you don't want a video that's like 20 minutes long, right? I mean, that's a no bueno. So if I've got a long article, I will have Flicky go to the URL where I have the article and summarize it. And so the video is going to be anywhere from maybe 3 to 5, 6 minutes. And so I just give it the URL of where that article is. If it is a short article, or if I have used AI to create the transcript, I just paste that. So especially like videos that I don't have an article for. Like here's one right here. I did this one today, and I just asked GPT why you are wasting money with your digital marketing, and it gave me this, and I took this and just pasted it right into Flicky. It created the video, and it was like 2.5 minutes or something. Perfect. I turned that into a short, so I get 2 videos out of it. So that's typically how I do that. All right, guys. Anything else before we go on?
I'm sorry. I know you explained that. Can you just show me where to copy and paste? Because I have Flicky and Grammarly, so I just want to know that I'm copying and pasting it into the right sections.
Yeah. So I'll do this real quick, but I don't know if you saw the saw the video of the last one, but we did this a lot. So, but anyway, just real quick, you do new file, you just give it a name, and you just then here you select an empty file. That's what you would do if you're going to paste your text. An idea if you're just going to give it like a couple of sentences, or and it's going to do it. Blog if you're going to give it a URL. And those are the three options I use. So that's how you would do that. Okay, guys. Good questions. Any and you may want to go back and review that last one. We did a lot of that. Okay. So anything else before we do the next prompt?
No questions.
Okay. So no, good. Okay. So what I'm going to show you this time is I'm going to take it to the next level, because I'm going to have AI write the outline first. That way, as the professional, I can perfect the outline. Once we have the outline, then I'm going to have ChatGPT write the article. So this is just taking it up a step because you are the professional. And so this gives you an opportunity to be the professional, to be different, put your own spin on there a little bit. So here we go. Let's keep our same topic. This will help us for the sake of time. And so I'm going to keep our title here. And now if you've got my little notes for our meeting, this is the first prompt on my notes. First prompt, write an SEO, optimize outline. I'm going to go to Bard. I'm going to go to Bard this time for this one. And because stuff with SEO, Bard is usually better because it's based on Google search results. So let's give her a shot. Cool. That's some pretty cool stuff right there, guys. It's got the introduction. It's got 3 bullet points, 2023 real estate production, projections, etc., like that. Cool. So let me try it over in ChatGPT. SEO, optimize outline, projections, and let's see what we got. Now I ask for H. All right, let's do it again. Regenerate. And so I asked for H2 tags when you're entering your article into your website. Your H2 tags are really super important. If you guys want to have a training on that, we can do that sometimes. Your H1 tag, most important, that's your title of your article. H2 tags, second important. So to get some really good H2 tags, very important for an SEO article. Now we'll let it complete this outline.
So these are just for the headlines, yeah?
Yeah, so of course, then and then these are the section headers. Does everybody know what the H2 tag is in an article? So when you put an article on your website, your title is H1. And then these right here are H2. These are your H2 tags. What is internet marketing? Examples, benefits of internet marketing, website marketing. This is an H3 tag. And so you're organizing the article, title H1. Each section is an H2. If you've got subsections within the H2 tag section, that's an H3. So the whole article is organized in that fashion. Very, very important for SEO. So I've started here with asking for this H2 tag outline. Now I can go through here and I can say ChatGPT, I say, in the outline above, remove number 3, and it'll remove number 3 and rewrite it. Or I could say, in the above, change number 3 to, tell it what to change it to, it'll change it and rewrite that outline, okay? So when I'm happy with the outline, then I'm going to come over here. I'm going to give it a prompt now to write. I want to give it a prompt now to write the article. And this is, again, I'm going to use the second prompt, but I'm going to leave in this time. Use the outline above for the H2 tags. All right. So I'm just going to get that prompt now. I'm going to put in that prompt, telling it to use the outline that is above it. Paste it, correct my spelling. All right. Same prompt as before, just telling it to use that outline above, and it's going to then work its magic. Okay, Nadia, while that's doing its thing, does anybody have any questions, comments, or anything before we go to the next prompt?
No, I think this is really good. Malik, do you have anything, any questions? Carl?
Nope, I'm good. This part I understand pretty well with the exchanging on ChatGPT, the titles and stuff.
No questions.
Okay.
No questions.
Cool.
No questions.
All right. So next, what I'm going to show you is to give it a prompt where you, as the professional, give it a great deal of information because you are the professional. And we don't have time to do all of this right now. I'll show you. Well, if you've got my notes, you can see my prompt right here. Write an article, Google Gemini, what we know. And then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lines that I want it.
I can't hear him anymore.
You can't hear him?
No, I lost him also, audio.
Okay, hold on just a minute. Is he still on there, right? I still see him. Are you there, Alan? Hear him.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yep. We got you.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I gave it this information, all these lines of information to include, and it's going to information, okay? Now, I want to show you two things. I want to show you how to go, and y'all help me out here. I want to go to an article that is an authority on a topic we want to write about. I'm going to take some information from that article very quickly. Then I'm going to have ChatGPT write a brand new article based on that information.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys got what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I need an article. I need an article on an authoritative topic really fast.
Let's see. You got one, Carl or Malik?
No, nothing right.
STR regulations.
Try
Short-term rental regulations.
Imran, what are you trying to say? It's something regulations.
short-term rental regulation.
STR regulations in
Gotcha.
Largo, Tampa Bay.
So I need an article on that. I need an
Oh.
authoritative article on that. So if you need to, if you got me on Slack it to me. If you got Nadia, you get it to her, she'll get it to me. I need an article on that.
Okay. So can you find one, Imran, online and then WhatsApp the website to us?
Sure.
Probably put the link in the notes too. Might be faster.
Link in the notes. Yep. So he has it on the INF company announcements, Alan,
Okay.
unless you want it in the chat.
Okay. That's not quite authoritative enough. It's just not got a lot of information there. In the meantime, let me use this one, right? This is a Zillow one. This is 2023 sales for September, right? Let me use this really quick. And then you guys can be experimenting. You guys can be experimenting with it. Okay, so write an article, 2,000 to 4,000 words. The article title is, I'll just say 2023 news, home sales skyrocketing. It's a little bit different than our source. Write an article third person. Do not include bullet lists. Now look at the end of this prompt. Information to rewrite and include. So you got the rewrite part, rewrite and include, right? So what it is, I'm going to give it some information, right, from this article, but it's going to rewrite it, okay? And I'm just going to give it some like high points. I'm going to give it this right here. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste. I'm going to give it these bullet points right here. And I'm going to hurry for the sake of time here. And I'm going to have these two sections right here. Now, I would go through and do a little bit better job with this to really give it some better information. But basically, does everybody see what I did, right? I said, here, get this title, include this information that I took from this other article, but I said rewrite it, right? All right. So I'm going to give it this prompt right here. I'm going to reload my page there. I'm going to paste that prompt. And let's just see what happens. So now it's going to write a market report based on the information from the Zillow article, but it's going to be rewritten by AI. And what's going to be really interesting is when this is done without going through Grammarly and, changing the stuff it suggests, let's just do a plagiarism check, right? Let's let it get through with this thing. This is a pretty decent market report right here, huh? Nice little bullet points here. Because we've given it enough information from an authority source. It knows what information we rely on. So it goes into the internet. It's basically taking this, it's rewriting it, it's getting other information, it's expanding and broadening upon it. All right, we're done. So I'm going to do two things really quickly because I know our time is just about up. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into Bard. I've never fact checked a whole article at once. I'm going to try it right now. True or false, colon. Let's just fact check the whole article. True. And then explains why. Awesome. All right. Let's do our plagiarism check. Paste into Grammarly. Plagiarism check right there. Let's check it.
Well, music.
Medium price. Okay, that's no big deal. I'm not worried about that right there. That was it. Plagiarism free. Isn't that awesome?
That is very cool because I've done it where I've copied articles and put it in Grammarly, and the whole thing is just plagiarized. So
yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, but when you have ChatGPT take information, I wouldn't paste the whole article in there because I would just paste like important points, so that then you leave AI room to do its thing. Plagiarism free. Yeah. Because it's gone out and written a quality article based on these important facts that we got from an authority source, but there's no plagiarism.
Yeah.
That's super cool, right?
That is awesome. That's
Yep. Okay. Well, hey, I think that's enough for one night.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is really good because I love the idea that we can add articles to our websites and use this in social media too.
Yeah, and make the videos, man. I tell you, and especially don't forget those short. Hey, you need the long videos. Don't forget those shorts, man. I mean, those people will see that a lot more because the companies are really pushing the reels and the shorts.
Well, it helps the algorithms, I found out, because if everybody watches your full video, then you start going up in the rankings. But if they only watch, say, 25% of it, you have an hour-long video and they only watch 25%, then it goes down. So shorts do help your algorithms.
They help a lot, man. Help a lot. Yeah. Okay, well, that's it. Anything else for tonight there?
No, perfect. Thank you so much, Alan. Malik, Carl's, Imran, any questions?
No, real good info.
No,
Thank
no
you.
questions.
Well, you're welcome, guys. Yeah. So, hey, I'll see you next time, huh?
All right. Thank you so much, Alan. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Bye.
Bye bye.